Support.
The maestro, please!
Not the follow-up to last week we were hoping for, but hey, at least we got a few things to talk about. This'll be for the week of
August 20th. 2022.
On this day in music back in 2008, The Fame, Lady Gaga's debut studio album, was released. It stayed at the top of the dance and electronic charts for 150 weeks non-consecutively, and honestly, I don't think it ever came out of the top 10. This album is known as one of the greatest debut albums of all time, and is one of the biggest albums to ever be on the Billboard 200. You know, it's been a long time, if ever, that we've looked at like a standard orchestral release, recording like a composer's symphonies, or at least a handful of them.
Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
I don't like how that Kenny G compilation is working its way back up. Not that I have anything against Kenny G, it's more of just I'm not a big smooth jazz guy.
Singing.
You know, these more recent rock albums are starting to stay at the top as opposed to just the compilations of a bunch of other classic artists like Fleetwood Mac, Elton John, and Queen. Glass Animals, Zach Bryan, and Steve Lacy are the top 3 right now.
Put your doobies high, you reside in 213 and see that gun race.
The second greatest hits album from Eminem. He's been hinting at this one for a little bit, and just like the first curtain call, this one has some new songs on it as well. Cause you know, Eminem is the kind of guy, if he's gonna release a compilation, he's gonna put some new material on there as well.
YoungBoy, they gonna kill you, you better stop dissing them. Tell them niggas fuck them, man, they know that I ain't scared of them. How you talking shit when
the man just makes music constantly, I feel like. Studio album number 4, 30 tracks on here, and only 3 have features in there. So this album is mostly just YoungBoy. Calvin Harris actually did release an album, the follow-up to the first one, Funkwave Bounces Volume 2, but it actually only charted on the R&B and hip-hop's charts, and not in the top 5. I thought it was going to be in the dance and electronic charts, but I guess Calvin Harris is rebranding his genre.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please!
You know it's not the same as it was.
Don't know if I ever mentioned this, but on April 20th, this entire album, as well as some demos, were leaked onto Twitter, supposedly by Harry Styles himself, which caused quite a divide in the Harry Styles community, some denouncing it, some supporting it.
I think I'm gonna stay right here tonight, cause that could be dangerous.
I swear, if this is still up here next week, I'm not even gonna say anything about it. We're just gonna move on right to the next album. The amount of samples on this album are absurd. Both Church Girl and Alien Superstar alone have 4 samples each. In fact, if this stays up here for a long time, it'll be okay, because we'll have a lot of sample credits to talk about.
YoungBoy, they gonna kill you, you better stop dissing them. Tell them niggas fuck them, man, they know that I ain't scared of them. How you talking shit when
YoungBoy really does have a dedicated following. Of the 16 releases he's had on the Billboard 200 since we've started doing this, we've talked about over half of them at 9.
Y ahora toca un verano sin ti. La estoy pasando bien, no te voy.
Honestly, with the amount we've talked about this, I'm astonished it hasn't gone platinum. It's been at number 1 for so long. I mean, it's gone platinum over 3 times in Spain. Well, we'll see how August wraps up next week, and we'll only have 1 month of summer left by that point, so I imagine people still want to get their summer releases out.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please! Maestro,